Hey guys, kinggath here with some mod news. So today we're going to talk about the patch delay. As you guys saw, we did not have a patch yesterday, I guess it would have been. So on this latest Friday, like there normally would have been. We also got to talk about the city plan contest, which is happening right now. They're in the middle of the Masters contest. And we've got to talk about some new add-on packs, or rather a single new add-on, and then two that I'm going to give you guys an update on so we can keep you guys informed on the latest stuff happening in the community. All right, but before we do all that, we've got to thank some patrons. You guys are keeping the lights on, making sure that all of the costs that come with maintaining this big community and keeping up all these tools up to date and paying for all the costs of making the mod are covered so that our devs can just put in their time and not have to dig into their wallets as well. So huge shout out and thanks to Sugar Rush, Brian Allen, Lauren Woods, Isaac Sterling, Martin Steen, and Lord Merv. Thank you all, and thank you everybody who's been contributing in other ways. And if I didn't get to you, like I said, I will get to you in a future video. I think I said that. I always record these multiple times and I forget what I've said. So thank you guys all, and thank you everybody who's been donating in other ways. Those of you guys who've been throwing out super chats during the live streams, the PayPal donations, the Steam gift cards. It all goes toward the same cause of keeping this train moving, because we've got a surprising amount of expenses for maintaining this mod, and it's a lot of fun to do, and you guys make it more fun. All right, let's get into the stuff. So first up, we got to congratulate Karvok, who just took down yet another city plan contest. He might be coming up on, if he doesn't already have it, the record for most victories in the city plan contest over the years with this design of Warwick Homestead. And you can download this design as well as the other contestants' entries, which included those from Warwick, Homestead, Nordhagen Beach, and Dalton Farm. So there are city plans available for all three of those right now. You can grab those from Nexus. Now, one of the things that's fun about this time of year, or this time of the season in the city plan contest, is we're currently in the Masters contest, and that means we have a little break in the normal contest. So the Masters contest is invite only, and last year we ended up starting another contest at this time where they were still working on theirs. We opted we're not going to do that this year. Instead, we're going to wait until the 28th of June so everybody get a little breather, and then we're going to do something new this year. We're going to do kind of an off season where we're going to have a few contests going that we're going to change the rules up a little bit. We're going to do things a little bit differently. We've talked about doing things like using mod added settlements and some other stuff, so we'll get you guys the details when we're ready to announce those. We're waiting obviously for the Masters contest before we cement all that stuff. The Masters contest will be over in the next couple of weeks, and then those folks will probably want a little rest, and then we'll get into an off season. And the off season are going to be experimental before we get to season 4. So with season 4, we're going to line that up so it happens sometime after the chapter 3 contest, or chapter 3 expansion launches. So probably we'll do the same thing we did between chapters or between SS1 and SS2, from between season 2 before we got to season 3. We'll give a little break, let everybody adjust to the mechanics, and then we'll kick it back off again season 4. And season 4 is going to be something different, because we're going to focus on some of the stuff that's coming with the 3.0 and chapter 3 stuff. You guys will understand when we get to it. We'll talk about it in more detail when we're closer to that, but just an FYI that we are going to go into some interesting city plan contests. The prizes will all be the same. Everything will be handled the same, but we're going to just, like I said, experiment a little. So we're not going to count it technically as part of a season, though we'll probably still package them up eventually and release them in a city plan pack. Speaking of, I got two things to talk about with city plan packs. One is that, yes, we are going to release a city plan pack for those of you guys who don't want to hunt down all these different city plans, and that will be happening sometime after Masters is completed and we've got all of those judged and everything. So probably sometime in the late summer, I would guess, because it takes us a while to process all of the city plans from the Masters contest. So sometime in maybe early or late August. I don't have a timeline yet. We'll get it done when it's done, but that is going to come. As far as Xbox, we're still looking into ways of how we can get you guys city plans. Most likely we'll do something like picking out a couple of those from the finalists from each contest, because you guys don't have enough space for all the city plans. Your games would run into issues, and so we'll probably pick out a pack of some of the most popular city plans and try and focus on those that were popular but also not system crushing, because as any of you guys have watched the video tours of these settlements, some of them will destroy an Xbox, but we're going to try and come up with a plan to come up with you guys to get a pack to get access to a lot of new city plans for SS2 as well, but we got to work out the details of those. But that is coming for both PC and Xbox sometime later this summer. Now, the second thing we got to talk about is an update to an existing pack. So then you guys who have access to Nexus, you can grab this now. This has been released for a while, but it's gotten a lot of updates since we first talked about it. And this is the pack, City Plans for SS2 by Waning Gibbous. I believe it's got 25 city plans in it, so just a massive collection of city plans, which will hopefully tide you over until we can get out some more packs proper for the community. I know other add-on authors, or other city planners rather, have looked into this as well. And if you're one of them, if you're one of the folks out there who've made a lot of city plans and you would like to make a pack yourself, we do have an experimental script that hasn't been publicly released yet. I'd be happy to share it with you to help combine all your city plans into one pack. So you guys all have access to contact me, so feel free to get a hold of me, and I will happily give you that beta version of the script and we can get the tires kicked on it. So while we're talking about community release stuff, let's go ahead and go into two other things that have come out in the community recently. So the first one we'll talk about is something that I can't recall if I mentioned it in the last news video or not, but I'm going to mention it now, even though I did then, because of some information about it. So that is the XDI perk speech check patch by S-Ranger, or S-Ranger, I don't know how that one's pronounced. And this patch actually came out in early April, but I wanted to point it out because I know a lot of you guys run into some issues where things in SS2 don't work correctly when you're using XDI or when you're using FDI, and so this one I wanted to draw attention to, but especially because the mod author has been very responsive to updating it, so it's a good time to grab that. Encourage them to keep doing that, because stuff like this that patch our quests only keeps working if they keep updating it, because as soon as we update the patch, then all of a sudden, or update the mod, then their patch becomes invalid. So we always want to, when you see these patches come out that involve quest stuff, same thing with the translations. If you guys see stuff for SS2 that you're using that is patching any of our quests, you definitely want to show some love to those creators, because they've got a long road ahead of them. They got to keep up with us on the team, who are constantly updating this mod and making their lives a little harder. So if we can give them a little praise, I think that is definitely worth it. So if you're an XDI user, go check out the XDI perk speech check patch for Sim Settlements 2, and be sure to endorse it and leave some positive comments and encourage them, and let them know if you run into any problems, like if they forget to update after we do a patch. I'm sure they'll be happy to update it once again, because it's actually pretty quick once you got it set up. It's just copying over some records in the Xedit software. Not too hard to do, but just gotta remember to do it, and part of that is motivation, being inspired to do so. So you guys would be surprised how far a happy comment will go to keep those of us in the creator field motivated. All right, and then our last new piece of community content is Settlers at Play, which is an add-on pack by Gwen's the Name. It's a tiny one, but it's going to be focused on adding relaxation stuff, so recreational plots. And right now, I believe it's just got the one design in there called Game Night, and it looks pretty entertaining. A table in the middle of a room full of, it looks like a pen and paper going on. It looks like a Fallout version of D&D, which is pretty cool to see. So go check out that building plan, and again, throw some enthusiasm at the new mod author, and hopefully we'll see some more content from Gwen. All right, guys, with all that said, take care and enjoy the mods.